Title: My manager called me to a meeting with HR. Kira, after 15 years, we're restructuring your position, she announced smugly. Clean out your desk by Friday. I smiled politely and said, completely understand. They had no idea how Monday would be fun. Start. The conference room was too bright, sterile walls, cheap coffee smell. My manager, Rebecca, sat across from me, smirking like she'd been waiting 15 years for this moment. HR sat beside her, trying to look neutral. Kira, after 15 years, we're restructuring your position, Rebecca announced smoothly. Clean out your desk by Friday. Her voice was sweet poison. I smiled, polite, controlled. Completely understand. They had no idea how much I already knew. Monday would be fun. 15 years. That's how long I'd built that company, brick by brick, while she schemed behind polished smiles. Rebecca wasn't always my enemy. I remembered when she was an assistant, still finding her footing, asking me for guidance. I'd stayed late, helped her on projects, covered her mistakes. I believed in her. Foolish of me. The first crack showed 3 years ago. I caught a glimpse of a slide deck in her office. My work, word for word, stripped of my name. She presented it the next day to the executives. They applauded. She glanced at me in the audience with that same smug tilt of her chin. That was when I stopped trusting her. From then on, the signs piled up. Emails forwarded to higher-ups without my knowledge, meetings scheduled behind my back, small exclusions that grew into deliberate erasures. My contributions vanished, hers inflated. And the final insult, a promotion I had earned, handed to her with a hollow explanation. We need someone with more presence. Presence. She meant someone better at smiling while cutting throats. The moment they told me to pack my desk, pain shifted to clarity. Betrayal sharpened me. I didn't beg. I didn't argue. I nodded. Then I began counting the ways she'd fall. I had been preparing, quietly, for years. Call it instinct. Every suspicious email saved. Every report I authored, backed up and timestamped. Every financial discrepancy she had brushed under the rug, archived. I knew where she diverted budget lines, the vendor kickbacks she thought were invisible. I was always in the background. That's what made me dangerous. No one notices the person they're erasing until it's too late. I started with silence. I packed my desk slowly, smiling at anyone who passed. Rumors spread. Kira's leaving. Pitying looks. Whispers. Perfect. Let them underestimate me. That weekend, I spent hours piecing together the dossier. A neat, undeniable chain. Rebecca's plagiarism, her financial fraud, her misuse of company funds, her confidential meetings with the competitor she was feeding information to. Proof, wrapped in order, bow-tied with precision. Then I split it 3 ways. 1 copy to the board of directors, 1 to the company's compliance officer, 1 anonymous package sent to our biggest client, the one she had been stealing from. Monday morning, I dressed sharp. Dark suit, calm smile. Walked back into that building as if it were mine. Security greeted me. They hadn't gotten the memo yet. I wasn't escorted out. Not yet. Rebecca was in her office, glass walls exposing her to the entire floor. She was laughing with a junior manager, her confidence unshaken. She didn't notice the board member's assistant hurrying past. She didn't notice the compliance officer's phone lighting up. She didn't notice the storm tightening around her. But I did. I watched every crack form. By noon, whispers rippled through the floor. Rebecca had been called upstairs. HR followed. I leaned against the wall, sipping coffee, invisible and present all at once. The confrontation was quick. Her laugh didn't carry this time. Voices rose, then silence. When she emerged, her face was pale, eyes darting. The smirk was gone. She avoided mine. I almost pitied her. Almost. The board demanded her resignation. The client threatened to pull millions unless she was removed. The compliance officer had already frozen her accounts, pending investigation. 15 years of climbing, erased in a single morning. And the best part? I never had to raise my voice. She confronted me once, later that day, as she collected her things in a cardboard box. The same walk she'd scripted for me. "You did this," she hissed, venom breaking through her polished mask. I held her gaze. Steady. No,
You did this. I just kept the receipts. Her eyes burned with fury, but beneath it, fear. For the first time, she understood what I was capable of. She had underestimated the woman she erased. That was her fatal mistake. The fallout was swift. Rebecca vanished from the company overnight. Whispers about investigations, legal charges, ruined reputations. Meanwhile, the board called me in, privately. They wanted my insight, my continuity. The project she had stolen credit for, they needed me to take it over. I didn't accept immediately. I let them sweat. Then I agreed, on my terms. Higher salary, full authority, direct reporting line to the board. They agreed to everything. Now, when I walk the halls, people look at me differently. Not pity, not whispers, respect, caution. They don't know what I did exactly, but they know not to cross me. Rebecca thought she ended me. She freed me. 15 years of silence built this moment, and when the knife finally turned, it cut clean, surgical, unstoppable. I don't regret a thing. Some lessons must be learned the hard way, and for Rebecca, Monday was just the beginning.